Eliza Bournet, an associate editor of Bookpage, and I am at RWA in New York talking with Deborah Coonts. This must be a very exciting RWA for Deborah because she is a Double-RITA nominee for her. Deborah writes Las Vegas, romantic mystery set in Las Vegas. So congratulations
thank you.
On your nominations. First, could you just tell me a little bit about how you conceived of these books? I know you live in Las Vegas.
I live in Las Vegas. Yeah, probably serious drugs. No, anyway, they're really funny, and they're like every writer. I started looking for rules. When I started out, so everybody says write what you know, and so I tried that. I was a tax attorney, and that's really boring. So that just didn't work out. And when I let my 15-year-old male child pick where we were going to live, he picked Las Vegas. And little did I know, I know what you think.
15-year-old with a gambling habit.
Well, you think it's probably the Showgirls or something, but he loved golf. And
okay.
So it's a golf mecca. And so I went with him, and little did I know I would find my story that I have been looking for forever. And I used to write a humor column for an aviation magazine and learned that I liked to be sarcastic, which my parents and family and friends all knew, but I didn't admit. And so Las Vegas just lends itself. I mean, it's a novelist paradise. The whole world comes through, and they do interesting things. And so I just get to follow them around and write about it.
Well, tell me about your characters.
Okay, my main character, my protagonist, is Lucky O'Toole. And Lucky is a bit of a cliche, I know, but it just works for these books. And she is a early 30s, sort of kick-ass in her job as a guest relation. She calls herself the chief problem solver at the Babylon, a fictional hotel on the Strip. And her sort of character arc, if you will, is she is incredibly competent in her job, and she is incredibly incompetent in her love life and her life. And she's sort of a saver. She's a rescuer. She fixes everybody else's problems, but she can't fix hers.
And so your first two novels are Wanna Get Lucky and Lucky Stiff. What is happening in the next book, So Damn Lucky?
It's So Damn Lucky. So Damn Lucky, it takes place during a UFO conference in town, and everybody's there dressed up as their favorite Star Trek, Star Wars, whatever character. And the mystery is a disappearing magician, and the question is he dead or is he not? And we go out to Area 51, and I think a lot of people don't realize that Las Vegas is sort of the harmonic convergence for the UFO crowd. And there's a town north of Las Vegas called Rachel, and they have a place there called the Little Alien. You can go have great chili and hang out in the desert and watch for UFOs. And a lot of people do that. It's great sport. And so I play with all of that in the third book. And of course we chase around trying to find the magician. And I also delve into the underside of Las Vegas. Everybody thinks that's the mobster seamy side, but actually there are 300 miles of storm drains under Las Vegas, and people live there. And so we get to go wander down in the storm drains and meet a guy named Crazy Carl Coulson, who used to work at Area 51. So it's a lot of fun. It's just a romp, and a lot of romance, and a little bit of mystery, and hopefully a lot of laughs. Yeah.
Well, how has this RWA been for you? It's your first time at the conference as a published author, and then also the award nominees. Has it been exciting for you to meet readers?
It's been incredible, and any time that you get called out for mention by your colleagues, who are all incredible writers in their own right, it's an amazing experience, one that was certainly unexpected, and I would never have thought that this would be my path or Lucky's path. And it has just been so much fun to be here. The women of RWA, I've been a member since before the earth was cool, and they are so supportive and just happy for you, and anything you need, anything you want, they want to talk to you about your stories. And it's like visiting with all your best girlfriends from college. And so it's just great, and I'm very humbled by the whole thing.
Have you prepared speeches?
No. As my publicist, who's sitting here listening to this, can attest to, I don't prepare anything, and so you never know what you're going to get. I don't want to jinx it, though, and I would be terribly surprised if I was called on to give a speech.
Well, we feel like I have to ask this to authors at RWA. What is your favorite love story?
My favorite love story? Oh, wow. All of them with a happy ending. I am a happy ending girl. And I love, the last book that I read really probably wouldn't be qualified as a romance, but the romance was wonderful, and it's Discovery of Witches by Deborah Coonts. But there's so many wonderful writers here that write great romances and great love stories. And I'm not a Gone with the Wind or love story kind of girl, but I don't know that I could pick one, just one. They're all fabulous, and I'm amazed at the creativity that writers have and the kinds of stories they put their protagonist, their heroine and hero in, and let them survive and fall in love, and it's great.
Well, which scenes are the most enjoyable for you to write? Is it dialogue, or do you the funny scenes, or the romantic scenes, or?
I guess it all depends on what kind of day I'm having, but no. Since I write in the first person, and so really almost the entire book, 95%, is essentially dialogue, either spoken dialogue or internal monologue from my main character. But I think my favorite scenes are the relationship scenes. I really enjoy those, whether they're going well or going poorly, or whether they're funny or poignant. That is why I write these books. I really like the character arcs of the characters and why they do what they do, and do their dreams come true, and how does that happen, and what are the roadblocks along the way. And so I like the relationships, and I think that that's why people, if they like my books, that's why they like it, because you get a laugh, you get lots of laughs, and you get a little bit of mystery, but you get a lot of relationships, whether it's parent-child, older relationships, young love, love my age, and so it's fun, and that's what I like the best.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Deborah, for talking to me and to Book Page readers, and also good luck tonight. Congratulations again on your nomination.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Yeah.